Yes?
I did not understand one concept. It was
Yes.
about the sun. Can you give another brief explanation about that?
Concept about
The sun in week 3.
sun. Okay.
Yeah.
So, sun is very simple. I'll explain 2 points so that you'll understand it very easily. You know
Okay.
what is meant by sunset and sunrise, right?
Yeah.
So, during sunset and during sunrise, where is the sun's position? It is closer to earth or it is far away from the earth?
It's closer to the earth.
Yeah, it is closer to the earth. Earth consists of surrounding the earth. What does the earth consist of surrounding the earth?
Atmosphere or air?
Yeah, air is there, atmosphere is there. Okay, so generally this reflection and refraction, this process takes place between sun and the earth. Why? Because you are standing on
Earth.
earth. Okay, then you are watching the sun. So you are able to
Yeah.
see the sun because you are able to see the sun because of which
It
property?
reflects
Reflection,
luminous.
reflection
Yeah.
and
Reflection.
reflection. So reflection and refraction. Okay, so because of that properties you are able to see the sun rays, you are able to see the sun. So when you are able to see the sun rays means already the sun rays has reached your eyes, isn't it?
Yeah.
The sun rays
Yes.
have reached your eyes, reflected, and then only the reflected rays you can see. The reflected
Yeah.
rays are seen like a sun, isn't it? So
Yeah.
during this light rays from the sun reaching to your eyes and again from your eyes again reflecting back. Okay, so this all process will happen. So during this process what is happening is this air is having high density particles. Air is of high density. Okay,
Okay.
the molecules of air are high density, means high weight. As
Only in that region?
huh?
Only when the sun is close to the earth, that part is high
Earth's
density?
atmosphere is there. Earth is having atmosphere. The outer layer
Okay.
of the atmosphere. The outer layer of the atmosphere consists of high density air particles. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, when sunlight is coming, when light source is coming from there, and when it is entering into the outermost layer of the atmosphere, when it is entering outermost layer of the atmosphere, because of this
Yeah.
high weight, high density air particles, the light ray cannot enter directly. It will take a bend. It will take a
Okay.
bend. So as the density is more for the air particles, as the weight is more, as the density is more, the bending is more. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
bending of light particles, they bend more. Okay, for example, a water is traveling and there was a small you have just placed a small wooden block in the middle, let us say. Okay, a water, you
Okay.
have poured a glass of water on the ground, let us say. So for example, on the surface, you have poured a glass of water on the surface. The water is moving on the surface. Suddenly you, what you have done, you have placed a wooden block on the surface.
Yeah.
So what will happen to water there?
The water,
Hmm.
Water will stop.
Will move.
the
The,
block will appear to be bent.
see, what, Yomini, don't get confused. You take a glass of water, you pour on the
Okay.
ground. Sorry, not ground, ground will absorb. You pour on the surface. Okay, let us say on the floor. You pour on the floor. So water will travel. Okay, suddenly on the middle of the way, on which the water is traveling, you are placing a wooden block, let us say. You are placing a wooden
Okay.
block. Then what will happen to the flow of water there?
There will be a change.
Yes. So that change is called as bending.
Refraction.
That change is called as bending.
Oh, okay, okay.
Did you understand? The flow
Yes,
of
yes.
water, the direction of water is changed because there is high density particle there. The wooden block is a high density air particle there. So as
Okay.
this water is light rays, So light rays are traveling straight, but in the middle there are some high density air particles. Because of this high density air particles, they are bending and going. Okay, they are taking a bend and
Okay.
traveling. So because of this bending of all light rays, the round shape of the sun seems to be like oval.
Okay, miss.
That's it. The round shape of the sun will appear to be like oval to us when we are watching
Okay.
from the earth. Did you
Yes,
understand
miss.
the concept, Yamini?
Yes, miss, I understood.
Okay. Anybody is having still any more doubts, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Shall we move
Ma'am,
to
ma'am,
Ma'am,
explain
when sun
star
rays is
one also.
refracted, why color will not come?
see here water molecule is not there, right? So water or
Oh,
prism, something should be there. If it is raining, you can see colors. But
yes,
if it is
ma'am.
not raining, okay, water is having properties of prism, okay, and only in prism and water we will see the colors.
Okay.
Okay, shall we move
Ma'am,
on?
explain star one also, ma'am.
Once explain.
Star one also, ma'am. That's all.
Star is also same thing, nothing change. In place of sun, you have to keep star. That's it. There is nothing change there. That also works only because of this density of water, density of air molecules. Same principle. Examples are different. Star twinkles. Okay, twinkling will be there when this air will be, air will be traveling, right? So air is not like solid structure. It is a gas. So
Why
gases.
there will be high density air molecules on top of atmosphere?
Then God should know that because God has created this universe, right? So it was created like that. You and me did not create this, right? It was like that, and we are understanding it. That's it.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Dhruv, Dhruv respond.
Ma'am,
Dhruv, the
ma'am.
same principle, whatever the example I
That's it,
told
ma'am.
for water, the same applies for the star also. But their stars twinkle. Here, sun seems to be like oval in shape, but there it differs with the twinkling of the stars.
Ma'am, explain difference between sunset and sunrise.
What,
Understood,
Nagadatta?
ma'am.
Some questions are very funny, Nagadatta. I don't understand how you're asking. What you're asking me now?
Ma'am, you said that day the sun at the sunset
Hmm.
some differences will be, ma'am. I have
For
didn't
this
listen, ma'am.
you have to go for our universe, which is there in your fourth class. Okay, that is the reason. To understand physics, you should have basic knowledge. What are universe, where is sun there, how the planets revolve around these. Okay, so the revolving of planets based on the revolving of the earth around the sun, the day and night shift process will takes place. That is all a big concept again. Okay, that concept, if I want to explain it, it again takes 20 days of time. So that is there already in your fourth class and fifth class, how the day will come, how the night will come, when the sunset will be. Because sun is there, around the sun all the planets will revolve. Likewise earth
I'm
will
not
also.
asking that, ma'am.
Then
Day before yesterday, something you said, nah, ma'am. At sunset, sun will become oval that day because of network issue.
same
Suddenly,
problem,
I have.
same thing, same point that I was telling you now. During sunset and during sunrise, because the earth is revolving around the sun, right? So during the sunset and during the sunrise, the earth becomes closer to the sun. This is the only principle. Okay, did you catch the point now?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, any other people, any other doubts you have? You
No,
ask me
ma'am.
doubts in related to the content what I explain. You don't ask me generalized questions because we don't have plenty of time to explain all those generalized questions. Right. So we will move to the next concept now. Please give me a couple of seconds. So what is the next topic, children?
The human eye.
The human eye. So you know what are the functions of eye? Everybody likes eye, right? Because eye is a very, very interesting part of the human body. Without eyes, can we imagine our life? without eyes.
Everything will be black.
So our life will
No.
be into complete darkness without eye, isn't it? So eye plays very important role in our
Yes,
day-to-day activities. Our day begins with eye and our day ends with eye. So without eyes, without the usage of eyes, we cannot imagine
Yes, ma'am.
even a single day of our life. Okay. So eye, what is the use of eye, children? What is the use
To
of eye?
see things.
Eye? Yes, please be clearer.
We use the
I
eye to
use it to
look at stuff.
see. Okay. Whatever the surroundings is there, environment is there, it is used to capture the images. Okay. It is used
It's
to
like a
capture.
camera.
Yeah, it is like a digital camera. Okay. How the digital camera works, the same way.
Ma'am, and I works 24/7, ma'am.
Yeah, digital camera works for some time, but our eye works 24/7. In all 24 hours, it will be working. Okay, it will not get tired, right? Okay, but some
Yes,
sleep
how
is
24 hours?
but of
We
course,
sleep
when you
is,
we will say like that, but if you want to sleep, we will sleep, right? Generally, 7
yeah,
hours or 6 hours based on person to person, it varies. We will have our sleep also, right? But apart from
some
the
yeah.
people
sleeping
will
time,
open their eyes and they will sleep.
that is also a different thing. Okay, so now generally we can feel or we can imagine the human eye with a digital camera, because digital camera also captures the images. Okay, in the same way eye also captures the images. Okay, and whatever the image it captures, it sends signals to the brain, and then brain also sends impulses back. So because of that, we are able to see the screen or see the people, see the things around us. Okay, so whatever the objects, it is not confined to any particular object also, it is confined to the entire objects. Okay, so seeing process, whatever the seeing process is there, the seeing process is involved with eye and the brain. Okay, with eyes we will see, and the image which is captured is sent to the brain, and the brain again send back the impulses, and that's the reason we are able to see the images. So eye and brain both are involved in seeing process. Whatever the seeing process is there, eye and brain both are involved in this process. Okay, children. So now somebody please read page number 17, because reading is also very important part. So you should know how to read the course book, how to read the textbook. Reading skills are
Is
very
it okay
important.
if I read?
You want to read? I
Yeah.
want somebody else to read, because Dhruv, please read, Dhruv.
Okay, ma'am. Seeing is complex process involving the eyes and the brain. Light
Okay.
given out by luminous objects were reflected by non-luminous objects reaches our eyes, which act like digital cameras to
Stop there. Stop
Mhm.
there. Okay. After two lines, you please stop, because I want to explain also. So, seeing is a complex process involving the eyes and the brain. I told you, na, seeing is a process which is involved with the eye and the brain. Okay, so generally we see the object, but there is a lot of mechanism which happens inside our eye and inside the brain before we are able to see a picture, or before we are able to see an image. There's a lot of deep process involved in it. Okay, so light given out by luminous objects. So whatever luminous objects are there, luminous objects are nothing but light giving objects. Okay, so light sources. So we can see the light which is produced by luminous objects. Okay, as well as sometimes non-luminous objects also reflect the light. If the light is falling on non-luminous objects, they reflect it. So that reflected light also we can see. And finally, this eye acts like a digital camera to capture the images. Yes, no.
each eye then sends signals separately to the brain, which puts the image together and helps us to understand what we see.
Yeah, so each eye, we have two eyes. So each eye sends signals separately to the brain. Okay, then what brain does is brain puts all the images together. Whatever the images eye is sending, then all the images this brain will keep together, and it helps us, it helps us to understand what we see. Okay, so finally, brain is also playing an important role in segregating the images, in putting the images together. Okay, so now let us understand the structure of human eye. Okay, so let us understand what is the structure of human eye. So this is a picture which you can see, right? So Dhruv, read. So the first part which we have to understand in the structure of human eye is, what is that, children?
Conjunctiva.
Pronounce it properly.
Conjunctiva.
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 Cornea.
Conjunctiva.
Conjunctiva. Okay, conjunctiva. Right? Conjunctiva. Once again, I'm pronouncing conjunctiva. Okay. So this conjunctiva, can you see in the picture? I have
Yes,
written
yes.
there very clearly, conjunctiva. So 1 minute, we will draw it. So this is conjunctiva very clearly. So you read about the conjunctiva.
It is a thin protective covering of epithelial
Epithelial
cells.
cells. Epithelial cells. Whatever the different
Epithelial cells.
difficult words are there, please note it down in your physics notes. Okay, I'll give you meaning also for all those things. So whatever the difficult words are there, please note it down in your physics notes and write down the meanings also. So conjunctiva is a thin protective covering of epithelial cells. So you can see in front of your eye, there is some thin protective covering. Okay. So the thin protective covering, which is present in the outermost part of the eye, is called as conjunctiva. And this thin outermost covering or thin protective covering is made up of epithelial cells. What it is made up of, children? It is made up of
Epithelial
epithelial
cells.
cells. What are
What are
epithelial
those?
cells? Yeah. So epithelial cells are those cells which are present on the surface.
Epithelial cells.
Yeah, epithelial cells mean cells which are present on the.
Epithelial cells are the protective covering of a conjunctiva.
Yes. Okay. So they are like epithelial in general. Epithelial cells means they are the cells which are present on the surfaces. Okay, surfaces. Okay, of your body or of your skin, of your blood vessels, or whatever it is. They are the cells which are present outermost part on the surfaces. So this conjunctiva is a thin protective covering which is present outside the eye. Okay, and it is made up of epithelial cells. Next, read Dhruv.
Uh, it protects the cornea against damage by friction.
So
Hairs
cornea,
from the
yeah, one stop there. So cornea is the next layer. You can see in the picture also how the cornea is there. So the cornea is the next layer. So this conjunctiva, it prevents the cornea. 1 minute. Now the children will join. I don't know how they will understand anything. So 1 minute. So this is the cornea. Okay. 1 minute, children. Right. So cornea you can see in the picture I have shown very clearly. So this conjunctiva, it protects the cornea, okay, against the damage by friction. So generally, why friction will be there in the eye? How the friction will be there? Can you guess or can you imagine how the friction will be there?
Miss, there's friction in the eye?
If conjunctiva is not there, then you will have friction. For example, let us imagine conjunctiva is not there. Then what is the source of friction there? We have
Water?
eyebrows. No, we have
Oh,
eyebrows. Okay, eyes open and close, open and close, open and close. Conjunctiva is not there. Then there is lot of friction generated there, and the eyes will
how?
damage. The eyes will damage. But this conjunctiva is there. It is made up of some epithelial cells, and because of this this conjunctiva, it is a protective covering. Okay, so it protects the cornea against damage by friction. And apart from that, there are some tear glands also. Okay, inside the eye you have tear glands. What are the function of tear glands, children?
To produce tears.
Produce tears. So glands are also
They
called as
produce tears.
tear glands are also called as what are tear glands called as?
Exocrine glands.
Exocrine glands.
Exocrine glands.
One more name?
Lubricating surface of the conjunctiva.
Lacrimal glands. Okay,
Oh
lacrimal.
yeah, lacrimal.
Yes, lacrimal glands. Okay, tear glands are otherwise called as lacrimal glands. They are present inside the eye, so they help us in production of tears. Okay, these tears, when tears are produced in the eye, it acts like a lubricating surface, or it acts like a lubricant. Okay, and it is helpful in lubricating the surface of the conjunctiva. Because of these tears, always our eyes are wet. Okay, I mean wet means they are not dried. They are like little bit wetty in nature because of this conjunctiva and tear glands. Is it clear? Conjunctiva, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
So once again, I will read you. Okay, conjunctiva. It is a thin protecting covering of epithelial cells. So the conjunctiva picture also I have shown you very clearly. So this conjunctiva is a protective covering. Okay, and it is made up of epithelial cells. Epithelial cells means the cells which are present on the surfaces, and it protects the cornea. Cornea is present inside. Okay, so this cornea is protected by, because you know this conjunctiva is preventing the eye or preventing the cornea from friction. And along with that, tear glands, mean tears are produced by tear glands or lacrimal glands, which helps in lubricating the surface of the conjunctiva. Is this point clear to everyone?
Clear,
Miss, I
ma'am.
have a question about the friction.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, what? Yomini,
I have a question about the friction.
yes, please ask.
Yeah, so now in our eye, do we have friction or not? No.
Now we don't have friction because conjunctiva is there. If
So
conjunctiva
if the
is not
conjunctiva
there,
is not
then
there,
conjunctiva is protecting the eye from friction. Okay, so conjunctiva, generally friction will be there only on rough surfaces. Okay,
yeah.
whenever there is a rough surface, the object will experience frictional force there. But here this conjunctiva is making the surface smoother. Okay, and even tear glands producing tears, they are also lubricating surfaces are smooth surfaces.
Okay.
Okay,
So that's
so
why.
because there is no, it is stopping from the it is stopping the eye from friction. Okay,
Okay.
right. Next we have cornea. 1 minute, somebody should again repeat.
Ma'am, can I read?
Who is this?
Akshara, ma'am.
1 minute. Kaushini respond.
Yes, ma'am.
Please read cornea.
Okay, ma'am. It is a transparent curved front of the eye which helps to converge the light rays entering the eye.
Okay, so cornea, there is nothing much to discuss about cornea. A very simple sentence. It is a transparent curved front of the eye. You can see it is a transparent structure. In the eye, I have shown you very clearly. It is a kind of transparent and it is curved. Okay, okay, curved front of the eye it is present. And what is the main function of cornea is it helps to converge, means whatever the rays, light rays are coming from light sources, it will helps to converge, take all the light rays entering the eye, it will converge all the light rays. Okay, converge all the light rays inside into the eye. Okay, into the inside parts of the eye. So once again, I'm telling you, cornea is the transparent curved front of the eye, which helps to converge the light rays entering the eye. Okay. Is it clear, children?
Yes, miss.
What is meant by converge?
Take in.
Yeah, take in. Next. Kaushini, next read. Sclera.
Sclera. It is an opaque, fibrous, and protective outer structure. It is a soft connective tissue, and the spherical surface of the eye is maintained by the pressure of the liquid inside. It provides attachment surfaces for the eye muscle.
Okay, sclera. Okay, sclera is an opaque. You can see the blue colored part which is described as sclera. Okay. So this is sclera. So this is sclera. So what is sclera? It is an opaque, fibrous, and protective outer structure. It is also a kind of protective outer structure. It is opaque, means it will not allow any light to pass into it, and it is fibrous. Okay, it is fibrous in nature, and it is a soft connective tissue. Okay, it is a soft connective tissue.
Fibrous means what, ma'am?
Fibrous means it consists of some fibrous
Fiber.
structure. Yeah, fibers are there, and it is a kind of fibrous structure.
Miss,
Okay.
can we see this directly?
What?
Can we see the sclera?
Then you have to open your eye big. You have to enlarge it, and then you can see. Generally, you can see conjunctiva and
Yeah, we
cornea.
can see that.
Conjunctiva and cornea you can see, but sclera also you can see. It was there. 1 minute, I'll show you.
Yeah, show us in the real eye.
Yeah, 1 minute, I'll show you.
Ma'am, why do we get water in our eye, ma'am?
Because tear glands are there, tears are produced.
Ma'am, if there is no tear glands, what will happen?
Tears are not
Eye will
produced.
be good.
Tears
Okay.
are not produced. Sclera you can see. Yomini, I have changed the
Yeah,
picture.
yes, Miss.
Yeah, you can see the sclera there. Okay. So don't get confused between conjunctiva and sclera. Conjunctiva is outermost layer, and this is innermost. But you can see it from outside.
Miss, but it says it's an outer structure.
Yes. Okay.
So how can it be innermost?
What, Yomini?
You said that sclera is innermost, but in the book it says outer structure.
Innermost in the sense, if you see this picture, okay, this picture is external picture and this picture is internal picture. When you want to study from internal picture, the dimension of seeing the image is different, and when you see the external image, that is different. So you are talking me about, can I see the sclera? That is the reason I was showing you this picture. Okay.
Ah, okay.
But to describe, we will describe it as outermost structure. Okay. What
Okay.
I mean to say was, the sclera is there. Above the sclera, conjunctiva is there. Okay. So now I will show you one picture. You see this. See here, I wrote conjunctiva. Okay.
Yeah.
And then here I wrote sclera. So what is the difference between that picture and this picture now?
I don't know.
So conjunctiva is outermost. Okay. Outermost, there is a transparent glass-like structure. Okay, which is
Okay.
made up of some epithelial cells. That is called as conjunctiva. And beneath that there is sclera. Okay, so it is actually,
Okay,
when
so
we,
it's the
did you
layer
understand the logic here?
yeah, it's the layer under it.
Yes, layer under it.
Now I
But when
understood.
you look into the structure of the eye, it is like outer structure. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
it is a soft connective tissue. Okay, what else points we have studied? And it is a spherical shape. You can see the spherical shape. Okay, it is spherical in shape. Spherical shape was there, and this spherical shape of eye is maintained because there were some liquids inside the eye. Okay, there are some kind of liquids inside the eye, and because of that liquids which are present inside the eye, the spherical shape of the eye is maintained. Okay, so the eye is in round structure or the spherical structure, because inside the eye you have to remember that, understand that there are some liquids, and because of that liquids the spherical structure of the eye is being maintained. Okay, and it provides attachment surfaces for eye muscles. So inside the eye, you have some eye muscles. Okay, these are the muscles, eye muscles. You can remember it like eye muscles. That's it. Whatever it is given for your standard is eye muscles. This picture I have downloaded so that you will understand how the eye muscles are connected. Okay, so this sclera, you can see the muscles are connected to the sclera region very clearly. 1 minute, I'll draw for you. Right, so this is what we are studying, sclera. So these eye muscles are connected here. You can see very clearly how the eye muscles, sorry, something was gone. So how the eye muscles were connected, you can see very clearly here. So these are all eye muscles which are connected. Okay, so sclera helps, it provides attachment to the surfaces for eye muscles. So eye muscles are connected. So the surfaces of the eye muscles are connected because of this sclera. So once again, if I understand what is sclera, it is opaque, okay, fibrous, made up of some fiber. Okay, it is made up of some material, fibrous material, and then protective outer structure. Okay, it is a protective outer structure for the eye, and it is a kind of soft connective tissue, and the spherical shape of the eye is maintained because of some liquids which are present in the inside the eye, and it provides, sclera provides attachment surfaces for eye muscles. Is this point clear to everyone?
Yes, miss.
Are you following, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anywhere if you are stopping, please ask me. Everybody understanding now? Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Are you getting all the points?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if any doubt is there, please ask.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, and next is, so now the time is also very less. Before this ends, 1 minute, I just want to find out about the project. Just talking about the project. Akshara has sent me. Amit, respond. Amit, respond. Amit, respond. Amit, I'll talk to your father and mother if you do not respond in the online class. Dhruv, respond.
Ma'am.
Project.
Ma'am. I gave ma'am.
I'm not satisfied with that.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, I have done with what I had, ma'am. Because condition is serious, ma'am.
What conditions areas, Dhruv?
Ma'am means fearing to go out.
What?
Ma'am means we are all surroundings. It's dangerous, ma'am.
I don't know all those things. What is that reason and this reason? I'm not understanding. With what you have, you draw neatly. I'm not asking you to bring something new and draw. Okay, whatever you have within that, you draw neatly. Other children also, many of you did not send me your projects. Okay, so you should all send your projects. That is the only homework for you. And those who have completed the project, please go through this human structure of human eye, conjunctiva, cornea, sclera. Please read it and
Okay,
by
miss.
hearted. That is homework for those who have completed the project. Those who have not completed,